The United Nations Environment Programme new offices in Nairobi are a perfect showcase of what going green means. The offices opened a year ago boast of a beautiful thematic landscaping, energy-saving lighting, natural ventilation systems and other green features.
Landscapists basically wanted to produce something which was calming. They also provided some differences. It had to be representative of Kenya. For example, you've got the forest here, you've got savanna next, you've got deserts. The desert still does have some plants, and also the coastal. So the landscaping was done. Most of these plants are water, they require very little water. They're sort of fairly hardy. And as I said, the water is mainly gotten from rainwater harvesting on the roof, some 7 million liters a year. And it provides the right ambience. It actually also helps because this building is actually shaped like a stack.
It feels also good to work in this building because it's very light. You see glass everywhere. So it gives an open and transparent, pleasant atmosphere. Especially I enjoy coming to office. I have to walk through these nice gardens here in the morning, and even this morning I thought, wow, we are privileged that we work in this type of building.
The building is mainly made of glass and the walls are painted in earth color.
Apart from the aesthetics and the views and everything which are enjoyed by many, it allows a lot of lighting. And we've got light wells on top of the roofs that go down 3 levels. So this reduces the need for electrical lighting. So the electrical lightings are actually set on a sensor that basically on a sunny day there would be less lights on. And also the glass is great provided it is north-south facing. So you get some light in, it's diffuse light. The orientation of your building is dictated, say, by the road. Then you can actually get strong sunlight in there, which would then require cooling, and that's not very efficient. So you have to use glass wisely.
On the ground floor of the building is a panel that describes what has been saved throughout the year in terms of carbon emissions and energy. For the last 1 year that this building has been in use, close to 400,000 kilograms of carbon emissions have been prevented. And if adopted on a large scale, this could be one way that Kenya could move towards a green economy. The carbon was also saved during construction, where low-carbon cement was used.
The building has produced a lot of is obviously electricity. This is the largest installation of solar panels on a roof in East Africa. It's about 0.5 megawatt of power, and operating almost a year, you can see we've saved about some 650,000 kilowatt hours. And this display here would actually show how energy neutral the building is. We are still gathering data to be able to see how energy neutral we are. Obviously, it's not just the production of energy, but it's also its demand and use. And the figure above here shows the actual intensivity or the power generated at that particular time. You can see the sun has just gone behind the clouds, so this has dropped from 300 to about 98 kilowatts. When I say energy neutrality, on some days we will produce more than we need. On some days, perhaps in August or July, we would produce less than we need. And so we actually sell excesses to the grid, if any, and to the buildings around.
The 4-block stack-shaped building lies on the vast 140 acres piece of land in Gigiri. It's seen as a key pillar of the UN's broader goal of reducing greenhouse gas emissions that cause climate change. With the knowledge that the building sector accounts for 1/3 of global energy use, this UN building was designed from ground up to be green.
Well, actually for me it doesn't make any difference, because as long as I have power for for the lights, for the computer, for the laptop, for the monitor, everything, then for me it's fine. For me it doesn't really matter where the energy comes from. But it's good to know that we are generating the energy here on our roofs on the same building. So that's good as a principle. It feels good.
You really feel at home when you come from home. You are happy to come. At UN Habitat, at UNEP, we are really very happy. It is a new building. Right. You don't need to go opening the curtains or what. We are really very happy and very proud. And I think it is the first building, UN building, the whole world, which is very conceived, and we are okay.
And as countries slowly transit to a green economy, which promotes resource efficiency and low carbon development, Esani offers some tips.
If you have already existing buildings, there are still things you can do. One of the easiest things to do is to put hot water solar heaters on top of your roofs. In some countries, such as Israel, where energy is not just a matter of supply, but also a matter of security, it's mandated by law that you have hot water solar heaters on top of the roof. And this first step could actually do a huge, make a huge reduction in our energy needs.
Apart from that, he says, use of film on windows to reduce solar influx is an alteration that can also be done on old buildings.
No, it's a brilliant building to work in. I mean, first of all, it's a great building to come into. The light is gorgeous. The light around our office space is wonderful. Secondly, in our old building, the generators were going on a daily basis. And it's nice not to hear the sound of generators and actually to have everything running efficiently. So it's a building of the future, and it's a building that I hope will be replicated throughout the country, but also throughout the region.
Here at the United Nations, they've also learned that they can save more energy through behavioral change.
There's always a way to improve and even save more. A lot of it has to do with behavioral changes of staff. We still use a fair bit of paper in our operations. For example, if we go to a paperless operation, this will improve. There are other energy uses that can be cut down further. We have appliances in the building such as fridges, freezers, hot water boilers.
And as Kenya plans to construct the Konza city, which is targeted to be one of the most successful cities in Africa, there are many lessons it can draw from this UNEP building.
It's not used as much.
For Capital News, I'm Catherine Karongo.